Heyo, my PlanCo-Friends friends. Johnny 5 alive, literally right here. And welcome to PlanCo-Friends release build. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, go check it out. I kind of went over this whole seasonal content, and with seasonal content comes PlanCo-Friends. This isn't just a build yourself kind of avatar. You know, these are personalized characters where you get to build yourself with a purpose. We're going to be putting these in the bleachers of our seasonal park, so you can be seen as the audience member watching all future Blueprint Spotlight videos. In addition to that, we are going to have a PlanCo-Friends share code option in future submissions. So park, coaster, ride, you name it, challenges, which we've announced yesterday. You'll have the option to submit your PlanCo-Friend share code. And that way, when I place down your creation to show it to everybody in the video, you're going to be standing right next to it. Now we're going to be able to start putting a face to the name. And already I've noticed life is so much easier. I mean, from the community members who have created their own already. These are our supporters, our patrons. Everybody got a head start. So, you know, if you guys want to support the show, check out our Patreon. It's going to help us develop and further improve all of these things and make them more fun. But they were building parades and PlanCo-Friends probably about a month ago. They knew about this. While we were developing it, we kept the patrons up to date with everything. So, and that's going to be same with like season 2 and all future content. Whenever we come up with something new, our patrons get to test it first. So what I was saying though is I already know pretty much you could drop down any of these characters without the name tag. I can tell you who it is. It's just I'm getting so familiar with people's names, and it helps me, you know, it helps us all build a face to the name. And I love it. I absolutely love it. We've barely scratched the surface of this system, and it's already working incredibly well. And I can't wait to see how we improve on it further. But big shout out to Chant yet again. She helped us assemble, you know, the base character, right? The mascot, if you will. The form, how the head is, how the body is, how it, you know, looks and feels. As you can see, it's a specific art style, and none of these really stand out as not fitting, right? None of these things does not belong. And everybody just grabbed the kit and did their own thing, and they all look like they belong. And that's what's so amazing about this kit, is it keeps builds cohesive. It's absolutely incredible. So she came up with 3 female body types, 3 male body types. I created this 4th one because I wanted a strong man, right? Like a bit of a beer belly. So I actually took what she made here and I turned it into strong man. And if anyone recognizes this, who this is and where it's from, what TV show is this character from, fire away down in the comments below. First person to get it, I will pin ya. Pin ya! Yeah, so that was fun. I also used her kit to build the PlanCo Bard. Now, if anybody is unfamiliar, let's throw down a path here and find our good old PlanCo Bard. There it is, right? So that is the mascot for Planet Coaster. This is the mascot that we're using for our new bards, our chat and inspiration bards for seasons. And I basically Planco-fied it. This is our PlanCo-Friends, Planco-fication, if you will. Sharon's GC also made Zaphor. So that's really, really commendable and awesome. It looks exactly like Zaphor's character that he had as his profile pic, which we got Chris Darker Art to draw, who also drew my character. But I'm willing to embrace this. So from now on, I think this is going to be the character that introduces every video. And if any of these bards decide to join me on hosting their challenge as a co-host, I could bring their character up on screen as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there's just endless possibilities that we can do this. And if you're wondering, why are they so big, Johnny? That's because like I said, you guys are going to be in the background. And when we're doing spotlights, right? If I go and grab myself a flat ride, right? We want to see your characters. If they were tiny, you wouldn't even notice yourself in the background. But if I'm looking at this creation and there's a bunch of people behind it in the bleachers, I can see those people. So they're big for a reason. And also, like, let's just say, for example, this is my creation for a challenge. I stand next to it and represent it quite confidently. I'm not this tiny little pixel on the ground that you can barely notice. And it also makes things easier, right? Working with tiny little objects in this game is very challenging. All right. So I've talked enough. That's a big ranty intro. And I want to take you guys through this. So let us build a PlanCo-Friend character using this kit and show you how it works. So you are encouraged to build your own assets, but we've provided a lot for you. So let me grab a body to start. So what we've done is Chad has come up with this idea to do a pseudo snap kit. So you can see when I grab this, it grabs everything basically. So what you do is you go edit building, and now you can marquee the body you want. And now this peg is on a pseudo snap kit of 4 meters. So I could literally just bring that over here if that's where I want to start building, and it's on that grid system, right? So now everything else works on that same snap kit system. So we probably should start with like a mouth. Let's grab this one. Grab the mouth, edit the building, grab the piece that's within the snap kit. It's supposed to be set to grid meter 4, so just make sure it is. But now that it's on grid 4, you can see pop, it just pops on. You don't have to nudge, you don't have to move things, you don't have to do any of that. There's like kind of like feminine features and masculine features and a whole lot of options. Let's grab the bruised eye. So we can go in here, grab this, and then you just snap it in here. Boom. I guess one thing I should do before I start, so this is still in the group, so I can grab this body, and it's a good idea to split it from the building, right? And now I have the body all on its own, and you can also go ahead and delete the peg if you want. And that way the body's all in one group. And from there, I can basically color this body however I want, right? So I can find myself a skin color the body, and that sort of thing. And if you're struggling to get a good skin tone, you can always copy one of these, right? Copy the ID there, hit confirm. Now you can come over to your actual body, and then you can select the last copied skin tone, right? Now my character needs some hair. Let's grab this one. Select that, duplicate it, comes on over, it snaps in there perfectly, right? And like I said, you're kind of encouraged to build your own accessories, right? Whoops. But what you can easily do is also just recolor things. Whoops, I got the face in there. Yeah, I can recolor that blue, and it's like you're wearing a tight blue shirt with no pants. And then we can color the pants black or something. And then we can go ahead and give it some white sneakers if we want. And that is as simple as it gets in terms of just moving the pieces into place and recoloring them, right? And then from there, I can grab it and I can pose it and maybe add some animatronics to it and add some belts and accessories and some swag. And if you're not creative, we've been adding more and more things. So basically, anytime somebody's created something unique, I have added it to these piles. And if you're wondering why they're all gray, is because I've grouped them by color channels. So you want the blue jacket with the inside maybe darker blue, and then maybe you want this to be, I don't know, skin tone, like you're just wearing a top, or maybe that's too much and you just want a white shirt or a green shirt. You can do whatever you want. And it's maybe this part here, the hands and the neck and all that, maybe that's your skin tone, right? So they're all in color channels, making it extremely easy for you. And with this, we have a submission form. It's going to be posted on Discord in the PlanCo-Friends channel, where you can submit your character once you're done. And all I ask you to do is take your character's name and put it above, right? One thing people have been struggling with, and I've noticed a lot, you don't need these pegs anymore once you're done with them, right? So it's always good to, like, when you're building your character, to separate it from the group and that sort of thing. And then, so all these pieces have been separated from the original group, right? And I could grab all that and I can combine it together. There's no pegs. It's one big, character. It's been posed the way I want it to be. It has my name above it. I could save this as a blueprint, hit save blueprint, and go ahead and upload that, and then submit it with the PlanCo-Friend submission form. But what's cool about the PlanCo-Friend submission form is we allow people to submit kits. So check this out. If you want to help expand this, Like maybe you built a bunch of hair or beards. We definitely need more beards. We don't have a lot of facial hair options, so if anyone wants to help build those, that'd be great. Basically, you can make a collection of pieces. Like Crazy Girl submitted this one, and Chant submitted a bunch of hairs, but I don't know where they are. But if you're planning on submitting a bunch of pieces like this, definitely do what I did here with the color channels, because it's going to make it a lot easier for people to use, separating the different pieces by the colors. And yeah, people can kind of attach those to their character. These aren't going to work in terms of snap kits and stuff like that. Like if I want to put this on, I'm going to have to recolor it myself and then finagle it into position, right? But it's not that hard. You guys are good at this game. If I recolor it and whatnot, it's not too hard, right? And because they're in their color channels, I can go ahead and recolor this however I please, and boom, done. So silly. But we also have accessories. We want to build upon these, so we just got random loot. Yeah, it's a little weird. You could have your character stand on a pile of gold, or have a staff or a wand or a coconut in your hand, or, you know, a necklace, a pouch. You know, we're trying to build all these little accessories and add them. So if you guys want to build some of those and send them in as a kit too, make sure they're all in their own little groups and stuff, or color channel separated. And yeah, we're going to continue to build this from season to season, and hopefully by season 2 we'll have this expanded even more. So we're going to constantly updating it. What's cool about this system, also some fun foreseeable events like a Halloween costume contest, right? So you have to take your original character and dress them up in a Halloween costume, and we can have a little contest to see who had the best Halloween costume. We're also, in the submission form, there is a pop culture option. So again, who is this character? It's definitely not me. It's a character. It's a pop culture character. It's a character from a TV series. I can go ahead and submit this as not a PlanCo-Friend, but a PlanCo-Friend pop culture submission. So if you want to build the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, the entire Avengers crew, we welcome you to do that. And I'm going to have bleachers where I fill them up with just fun. If you want to make Harry Potter or whatever, you know, we're gonna take people's fun creations, and I encourage you to put their name above it as well, just like you do with your own. And then we can fill up a different bleacher with people's pop culture. And with that, we're gonna have a form that's public on Discord. So basically, everyone who submits their friend, there'll be a database. So if I want to go, wait, what's Cody Bits' share code to his friend, because I want to use him for my project that I'm making, and I want to have Cody Bits in my scene, the public database will show you. You just type in F-search Cody Bits, boom, that's the share code to his creation. So we're gonna have a master list where you can basically find the PlanCo-Friends for every single person in this community, in case somebody wants to do a community project that represents the entire community or some of their best friends in this community. And same with the pop culture. If somebody's gone and made the whole Avengers cast, somebody can go and download all of those share codes for each of the Avengers characters and basically make an Avengers roller coaster and animate them and put them on sequencers and do all sorts of kinds of, you know, crazy fun stuff. So yeah, that's the system. That's how it works. You guys saw how quickly I made this character. Obviously from there, I'd want to add some more details, pose it and all that stuff and go a little crazy. You can see the difference there from, you know, this is my original pose character, and then I posed it and gave it a microphone and made it wave. My bard, same thing. It was originally looking like this, and then I grouped kind of like the arm and the hand so I could rotate them, and the legs. I put them into all these little groups and stuff so I could move it all around, the head all on its own, in case I you know, wanted to change the rotation of the head. It's much easier to do that. So yeah, I recommend getting your character built in T-pose, grouping the pieces that you want, posing it, maybe animating it, and that sort of thing. Oh, fun thing that I built, I want to show you as well. I also made this. We also have Chant. I asked her to give me her puppy, Bluebell, and in the final version we have Bluebell on the back, and she is scaled up because I figured if I'm going to put my cat in the vehicle, we got to put Bluebell in the back with Chant. And that's Fizzy, that's my cat. And I animated this, showed it to Crazy Girl. I was trying to figure out how to put an animator on an animator on an animator on an animator. And it turns out it's actually kind of hard, especially when you have to to get an 8th rotation, you got to counteract the other rotation with another rotator. What a headache. But I figured it out. And yeah, Crazy Girl helped me make Chant flail around on the back of my vehicle. And then this is in the season 1 park, driving around and Chant's flailing, holding onto the back. And there's my cat and her dog. And it was cute. It was fun. So this is like the stuff you can do with the PlanCo-Friend system, right? And having that drive around your park or on a coaster spotlight, it's kind of fun. Even though they are massive, it really does help, because if you're trying to create a coaster experience, you don't want these things so tiny that you can't see them. So I actually really like what we did there. For the Ruby patrons, you're allowed to build your own vehicle, and that will be driving around the seasonal parks. Currently for season 1, we let the Diamond patrons do it too, but we started to lag out the park. And for season 2, all supporters for Gold and higher, Gold will get 3x3 plots, Diamond gets 4, and Ruby gets 5x5. Basically, you're going to build your own whatever. And as long as you keep it under 4K, you have to include your friend. If I want to make a building, a spaceship, or a scene, my bedroom, whatever you want to build, you build it there with your character there. And these are all going to go in, like, as we go in the park entrance, they're going to be right there. They're going to become our main street. So we're going to walk by all the patron names on the left and right. We're going to see all of the plots from our supporters. So that's a fun bonus that, PlanCo-Friends is included. We have the little animals if you want to decorate with those. And these are the floats. We had custom floats for season 1, which you'll see in the season 1 park, where our supporters got to build their own floats. It's lagging out the game, and I can't add any more without going below like 60 FPS. I want my videos to all be 60 FPS because that is the max on YouTube. If I go below that, we start dealing with PlanCo 1 lag, and I don't want to go there. So for season 2, I want to keep the parades, but instead we're going to be taking your PlanCo-Friends. If you're a gold supporter, you're going to go on a gold float with some of your other gold patrons and that sort of thing, and that's how that's going to work. And if you're silver patron, you'll go on a silver float, and I'll just pick an assortment of different floats to put people on, and hopefully we can keep the float system around without killing the game. And I guess if we have too many supporters and I can't do the float anymore, that's a problem. Across that bridge when we get there. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff, and we're going to continue to build on the PlanCo-Friend rewards for seasonal parks. And that's a look at what you can do if you support the show. You can sign up for Gold Patron today with a 7-day free trial, and you can build your golden float or your golden plot, and 3x3. You can submit that. You can get on the gold parade, and hopefully you continue to support the show and you like the features going into season 2 and beyond. But as I mentioned, anyone who builds a character builds themselves. So what I highly recommend you do is, use your snipping tool, take a screenshot of the face, use that as your Discord profile pic. And now people can start seeing your character on Discord, and then in the spotlights, and then in the challenges and all that sort of thing. And if you compete in a challenge on Discord, bi-weekly challenges, we hope you submit your friend alongside it so we can put it next to your challenge submission. And when you submit your friend, we are going to update the map every week or two and put all of these characters in the bleachers in the park season 1 park. So you're going to be in the stands, and we're going to populate it, and hopefully we get a lot of viewers in the videos. And yeah, it's just a ton of fun. So big shout out to Chant for helping us develop this, and everyone else who contributed little bits here and there. I even went and took all the unique hairstyles, extracted them, added them to the kit. So anytime somebody built something cool that I liked, I was like, I'm going to add it as a collectible. And if you guys want to build something cool and unique and send that in a kit or whatever, we'll add that as well, as long as you make it easy for us to separate them and add them to the pieces there. But yeah, that's the PlanCo-Friends in a nutshell. It is PlanCo-Friends with a purpose, and I can't wait to see what everybody does. I think what we'll do is now that it's live, maybe in a week from now, we're gonna take a look at them all. So I think if you guys are interested, get making your character this week, because probably like a week from now, I'm gonna download them all, put them in the park, and take a look at them. All right, I'm excited to see what people build, and I want to share that with Discord. Just a handful of supporters that knew about this, they made some amazing stuff. Like, I can't wait to just look at these and commentate on them, because yeah, they're really, really, really well done. I think my favorite here is going to be Fletcher, because he's Fallout. He's even got a Pip-Boy on his arm and everything. Fallout's my favorite game series of all time. Even, dare I say, more favorite than Planet Coaster. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Get having fun. The share code to this build kit will be in the description below, but also found on Discord with the submission form on Discord. You know, in order to participate in this whole system, you should be a Discord member. So come join us on Discord and check out all the new content. We've got a new Discord onboarding system that'll take you through the different channels and tell you how to engage in things and how to find things. So if you're not very familiar with Discord and you're kind of intimidated, all you got to do is download it, install it, click the link down in the description below. It'll open it up and say, would you like to join the server? Yes. And then you'll be shown an onboarding experience that myself and Wookie developed, and it'll say, hey, check out the PlanCo-Friends room, or did you know about this share your creations room? Did you know about announcements? Did you know about the server rules? And it'll just try to take you, it'll take you on a tour through Discord and introduce you to it and make it less overwhelming. And from there, you can start to participate in our challenges, our PlanCo-Friends, our spotlights, our contests, and all of the fun stuff that we're doing. And if you like what you see, consider supporting through Patreon and maybe get some even more fun rewards. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's PlanCo-Friends in a nutshell. I want to see what you make. I can't wait to look at them, and I want to know what represents you. What is your avatar? How do you see yourself in PlanCo form? I can't wait to see. So get them on in, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.